This is for well care. It's for well care. 2023, right? I'll show it to you. Let me see if I can get in there. Right there, you see me? There you go. Look. This is 2023's. It's for the. We're fixing to get our new book, your evidence of coverage book, and it took me a while. Mostly goddamn filing grievances and all kind of shit, right? Being serious about Larry Jean, and that's me. Well, they sent us our new. Not only did they, but the Health and Human Service sent us all our new. That time of year. Anybody that goddamn on television with Medicare, Medicaid, they know it's that time of year for certain things. The big guys, especially the big guys, where certain languages and words are very important. Well, on our, not to skip notes what I had in my hand, but on our, this is WellCare, like I said, it's a, it's a Texans WellCare Texans Plus Classic, no premium HMO. I'll get back to this, but with this, they sent my Health and Human Services stuff too, and passed new federal and state law rules. State law rules, I get a motherfucker thinking right there. State law rules make you goddamn want to buckle up 3 times with some shit. Well, it was badass, dude. Some badass shit. I really don't want to give up the fame because it's a feeling that it relieves you. The new, well, it ain't even new yet. I got it. You know, we as a member, you get things. Sometimes 6 months. It's 6 months usually before. This is September, October, November, December. So 4 months right here. Sometimes 6 months. Certain years. So we're already 4 months ahead of. I guess if you ain't a goddamn, if you ain't got some kind of, if you ain't a member, if you ain't a goddamn subscriber, a member, or what's another word they use on this? Let me get into my. You ain't got a case number. That you will not get one of these until it's time, if you get one. Now, with that being said, you know where you have to request certain information or search for it. Back to the WellCare Texans Plus Classic, no premium HMO. You know, it's these little pamphlets, right? Almost like a Catholic church where we're used to the Bible, man. What are these little pamphlets for? And I can show you how I can support instead of where it sounds like I made fun of Catholics just now. Because the book is good. It has its own expiration date on it as far as the publication goes itself. It's a publication. And your evidence of coverage is almost like the Bible. There's publications on it, and the publications in WellCare's case, it don't expire until like 2026 or something like that. I have it. But I had to go through it where I had this last year. I think, where's my Bible at? You know, I called them, and so they sent it to me. I called the membership deal. But your membership, you know, usually the church will give you a Bible. We're talking about Catholic, where they got the little pamphlets. Because you don't really need the publications once you've been a member so long. You really don't need the publications. You just a couple of things that are important for you in there. And that's it. It's either getting on some. You have a number to call, and who's your number to call? Is it Jesus, or is it goddamn classic no premium HMO? You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got a number to call, and so don't be discouraged if you're new to HMOs. It's Medicare Advantage plans, basically. This is where you get into your A, B, C, D, E, F, G of Medicare. Medicare, all of you getting longer. You got more things to do at your goddamn, was it Thrifty Nifty, Silver Sneakers year or whatever. Was it over 50? You know, there's all kind of benefits for people's ages. More to do. Say benefits till you run into it. And it truly is benefits according to your evidence of coverage, right? But the book, we're talking about the book. We're talking about the book. Where's my Bible at? How come you just send me this little pamphlet talking about Jesus or God or whatever? Publications, I believe, is why. And you know how expensive it is to get something to you that's already published. They have to have those, what are they like, QMB numbers, OMB numbers, a number where they can't ask you for anything. They can't goddamn, you know, and that's all they really want to do is, am I doing things right? They'll tell you it's my goddamn, is it satisfactory? Goddamn, just tell me, you goddamn. If it ain't, I'll quit right now. And so your publications are very important, just like the Bible is. You go to a Bible-based church, we don't care what it is. Snoopy's the preacher, as long as he got Jesus Christ in it, we'll all be there with you. So this is my first year. I ain't even 50 yet, and I speak real well for Medicare, real well. Like you want to see my Medicaid ID from this state of Texas, I got that too. But for Medicare, I speak real well. Been in it for. They tell me on my Medicare card. I think I might have it right here since we're talking. I think I don't want this motherfucker. I'm setting up different, right? Because of this lighting in here. And my shit collapses on me. You talking about one upset. You say MFER, this motherfucker, you know. This is why I think I'm a good talker for Medicare. Because my coverage date started, let's see what they say. They say, just don't say date, it's just coverage. Enrolled, what I'm entitled to. You know, let me see if you see it. Let me see, I can't see myself really in here. The old official, it's the blue, white, red, white, and blue Medicare health insurance card. 2010. September 2010, I've been involved with them as far as Part A and Part B, hospital and medical. So that's 12 years, and I'm not even 50 yet. So I'm very good. People listen to younger people at a certain age anyway. Most of them runs your fucking country. And it truly is. My case, where's she at? You know, where until I run my country, I ain't seen her yet. And so it'd probably be my mother, because she's younger than me on a lot of this stuff, where she's just now getting into it, because she's, 67 years old or something. And so even her, the younger people usually want to support. I always back up myself when I say something about somebody or something. I always show you the richness in it. If I wouldn't have showed it to you, you would have to do the talking, like you always do. We can't do no wrong in this world. It's already done. Basically, Jesus paid the price for our salvation. Once that debt's cleared, we owe no salvation. We don't owe nothing to nobody. Our debt's free and clear. And so sometimes a person can say things and not having another person around him where you ain't said nothing wrong in this world. You just ain't had the time to understand maybe whose ears it could get in. I hate to tell you, you're talking about that old devil. You're talking about that old devil right there, and I hate to say it, but do you think for 1 minute something that's thrown in a prison is going to get close to you? Do you think that? Even out us right here, do you think that's going to get close? You don't see ignorance in this world. You don't see it. You hear it, that's your business. You must have good ears, all I can tell you, but you shouldn't see it. But you're only hearing ignorance because of you is that mouth. Our God's known as a punishing God, so maybe it's convicting, punishing God. You better know who your God is and what your God can do for you. But if it's coming out your mouth, that's God. Everything forward is God. Everything out your mouth. Everything forward is God. Everything behind you is what? Try to say something behind you. You can't, goddamn. You wish you was from an old country. I guarantee they got that American dollar in there. I bet you they do. If they got that American dollar, I bet they know what the Holy Bible looks like. Bet you they do. I bet you they speak English. Bet you they speak goddamn English. You that close to the goddamn tabernacle. So don't get discouraged when you're not old enough, as old as me, and maybe somebody just don't have the time to explain it to you. These little pamphlets ain't your evidence of coverage. They'll work. They'll work because you got all the important information on the front of it. Your evidence of coverage book, it's on the back of it. The information is going to be on the very back. Anyway, this ain't your evidence of coverage book. This has all the credentials. You could take this up to your doctor's office or the hospital. Is what you can do. That evidence of coverage book you might not want to. You might want to keep it like your Bible on a nightstand or something. This is just like your Medicare card or your Medicaid card or even the card that you're applying for and ain't got it yet. And that's how I got into it last year. Right? I'm thinking, where's my fucking card that you're sending me the brand new ship for next year? And I ain't even got my card, so I called them. I said, man, I said, I don't have my book. They were asking me, what's in your evidence of card? I said, ma'am, I don't even have my goddamn book. Right, couldn't find out. I think I did. Matter of fact, the publications last longer than this stuff that they have to do, I guarantee, by law. They have to do this every year to seniors. It's all that health and human service shit that they have to, but for a newbie, you need to go see your fucking doctor, go get you some pain pills and shit, and you know all your shit. Just carry that little book with you that they'll mail to you. That's why it's important. Maybe goddamn keep shit from time to time. I'd put that motherfucker in your back pocket like a goddamn, like a paperback. I'd put it up in a separate place. This would be the one you carry with you until you get your new card, because some people are picky. Or maybe you lost it. Maybe you left it. I could fax you over a copy of this quicker than your card, or maybe they don't want a carbon copy of that card. I need to see something more legitimate dealing with the RX yet. Keep this definitely in your glove box with you. Wherever you need information, give your doctor. And what it's called is, let me think, the title. It's just, there's no title on it. There's no title on it. It's just relating to what you know your card looks like. It's relating to your card. Is what it is, and more numbers in it. It has a lot of information that your evidence of coverage would have, but this is basically your card before you get your card. That's something that I said Medicaid don't do that. Medicaid don't even give you, and I have Medicaid. It's like Social Security. You don't. It's like the IRS. Once you get a number generated for something, keep that fucking number. Keep it in your permanent record keeping, because you won't get that again. It's too expensive, honestly, to do it over and over and over and over again. And by that time, I don't need all the laws with this. This ain't the publication. I just do it myself here to just give you, like most of you seen those paper ones where you get it, prescription plans for all over, the little paper ones, you see them in newspapers. You cut it out of the newspaper. Well, that's all this is. Basically, you make 100,000 copies. For yourself is what I'm speaking. Whoever's enough for yourself on there. And then maybe if you want to do like everybody else and spread the news, you get 30%. You use this goddamn throwaway card at the pharmacy. You might want to have fun with your life. Me, right now, what I'm doing is committing myself to SquareUp.com as a merchant, as a Square merchant. And I'm recognizing Google has its own language and its own policy. And me and Square seem to be eye to eye on a lot of things. But they go through the same thing as I do. You have to go through Google to be more computerized, to be more internet, to be more sociable anywhere. You basically have to understand Google as far as retail, Google Business, Google Merchant, Google Cloud. There was another one that fell in. There's like 5 deals that you must know, and one of them you're automatically like a data, like a fucking data analyst. I'm talking about very expensive qualification that certain companies look for, just by signing up to one of Google deals to be basically, I want to be a business, whether it's on the streets or in here, but you have to be it online first. You're getting into, if you had an LLC, what knows all about intellectual properties. Pretty much read the fine print. It's where everybody got, I can't read it so little. They showed the commercial. To me, LLCs is the fine print. That's the part of your intellectual side of it. And so you learn a lot being a LLC. Going through Google, first of all, you need to start off where they're created, and that's the IRS and the Treasury Department. Let's set the game straight, since everybody's sending their information first. Let's go ahead and set that straight wherever you created your business at, right? Your business. Flags should have come all up. Whose business is it, first of all? There's no language associated with a business dealing with an LLC. And so I ran into Google and had problems. That's for it. That does not look right. They tell you to name your business. Now I'm talking to developers and shit, which I'm probably about 10 times over. 10 times over, some of their questionnaires to become a Google business or a Google merchant, their forms ain't correct. to sign up. They'll ask you for your business name, right? I'm thinking business name. What the fuck? I'm thinking, okay, my name, right? I think my name, or whoops, when we put the IRS lady's name on there, it didn't make no sense in how I proved myself to be true because I'm a company, not a business. Is the now down to the next question? They say put your business's email. No, they say put your email. They don't say nothing. They put your email associated with first your business name, and it gets down to email, right? And I put in my email address, and it wasn't right. They said no, your business has to be so ... at your business name. You started using the word business in between a form. All fucked up on Google Forms as far as their language goes, and they're LLC at that. I would ask them, did you get your LLC from the Internal Revenue? This is where you got it from the from the United States Treasury Department. Wait, it's the Treasury Department of. Wait, let me think of this how it's worded because I'm official. Not United States. It's called Department of the Treasury Internal Revenue Service, IRS, and the Treasury Department. That's where you get your LLC at, Google. I don't know, you probably went through like the Secretary of State or something. If you ain't got that kind of headset, then I can see why your forms and stuff are messed up.